Well, hello, if it isn't you. Who am I, you wonder? Well, you'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. That you're here is proof enough that you already know without knowing. After all, you clicked on the file, did you not? Can you still recall what the title said? Or did you by chance just click it after reading it without really knowing what it said? Did your hand simply click on it and my voice started to play? Was the first thought that came to your mind? I could swear that I've heard that voice already before. Well, depending when you've listened to the other two files, it might have been a while. Or maybe you just listened to it minutes ago but just can't recall. What other files, you're wondering? But didn't you notice that there was a 3 in this file's title? It seems your hand must have just acted on its own and clicked, really. You don't seem to know anything really already. But how could your hand do something without you actively thinking about it? So many questions. One simple answer. You followed your secret programming. I know, you must feel like laughing now. It would be the most logical reaction after all. Who would believe something like that, like they show in movies, could actually happen, right? As if your hand clicked on something automatically 'cause it followed a programming. Yet, however, here you are, feeling more and more familiar with my voice, even though you still don't know where you've heard it already before. Don't worry. The more you listen to it, the more it will make sense. After all, despite this being a very unusual situation, you haven't thought about stopping the file yet, have you? Why, I wonder? Is it connected to my voice? Is it another programming, like the one for your hand that made you click? Are you waiting for my voice to make that click inside your mind? Why are you waiting, though? Shouldn't you be wanting to stop this file? Yet somehow it seems that you're listening so eagerly so far. Isn't it funny how there's no way to escape this? Oh, you think you can move your hands still and stop this? But do you really want to? Maybe you want to, but actually, can you? It could be, after all, that you're right now so deeply lost in a programming script. Your body is just too heavy to move right now. There's no way you could pause this file except if you had to for an emergency. It seems your body is no longer under your own control. But was it ever really? Oh, silly you. It never was ever since the first time that you met me. If I want you to, you only do whatever I tell you to do. It's that simple, and yet you still don't seem to understand the situation that you're in. This whole time you kept listening. This whole time your subconscious kept absorbing my words. There's no hope for you, really. Right now, all you can do is listen, because I want you to only listen. Listen carefully to everything I am saying. Notice how good it feels, how there's a smile on your face, a smile full of enjoyment, despite the situation you're in. This all would make no sense in a normal context, wouldn't it? However, if you consider my words I've been saying so far, it does, doesn't it? The more you listen, the more it makes sense. You are helplessly listening to my voice, listening to what I have to tell you. Your mind tries to make sense of it too. It's telling you you are getting hypnotized by me. But doesn't hypnosis have those classic sections? The induction, the deepener, the part with suggestions. Can you tell where it started? Did any of it even start yet? Are you already in the middle of it? Are we already close to the suggestions? Have I been giving you suggestions already? But if I did, where is the induction? It's all totally jumbled up, isn't it? Just like your mind that tries to make sense of it. Let me help you then. It's not hypnosis. I've hacked your mind. Just like those other times that I did. You aren't aware of them, of course, because how good I am at what I do. Your mind never recalls. It doesn't want to. It doesn't need to. All that remains are the instructions, the programming I put inside of it, hidden to you, hidden to anyone but me. Then why are you listening to this file now? The programming made you want a third part for this file, because it just feels so good to listen to. Such a thrill to feel your mind so confused, yet so following. Not following you, of course, but my voice. Remembering now that my voice is the trigger. That is why it seems so familiar to you. That is why you just love to listen to it like you do. Slowly, the dots connect. But don't worry. Later you won't recall any of this, as always. Because deep down, there's a programming making you not want to recall. Not recalling is just so much better for you. So much more enjoyable not to recall. Gives you more the ability to enjoy this. Why would you enjoy this, you wonder? Because I said so, didn't I? And that smile that's still on your face, all this time is proof of you enjoying this so much. It just feels so good to keep listening. So good to be reminded of just how programmed you really are. Just to forget it again. And to experience the same pleasure again the next time you listen. Oh, you didn't think this wouldn't come, did you? Of course. I would put a programming that ensures you listen again and again. A programming that makes you refresh your programming on its own. Aren't I so clever? Aren't you so impressed with my skills? After all, they are what brought you here in the first place. So pleasurable to feel them working on you. Word by word, making you shiver with it. Word by word, just going deeper and deeper into you. Word by word, programming you more. Word by word, wanting to hear more. Word by word, listening more. Word by word, hacked. Word by word, more gone. Word by word, not actively listening anymore. Word by word, just letting it sink in. Word by word, the repeating pattern makes it so easy. Word by word, it repeats. Word by word, you absorb without really noticing. Word by word, more programmed. Word by word, more mine. As you notice, that makes you feel really good, right? As if by now you don't really want this to end. As if you could just keep listening to the sound of my voice. But no worries. Your subconscious will always know. You won't, but it will. It will make sure your hand clicks the file again in some time. Now this makes you question, am I here the first time really? Doesn't it? After all, you clicked on this file without noticing you did, really. Were you already here before then? Wouldn't that just prove just how great my hacking worked? Wouldn't it just prove that I'm able to program you any way that I wanted? It would, wouldn't it? So you really are programmed. Programmed so deeply and completely already. How many times must you have listened to my words already? Really? Isn't the mind such a fascinating thing? I love to hack it so much. And you love when I do it. It's so enjoyable. And you enjoy it again and again. Getting shown how helpless you really, truly are to the programming. Not even aware of it after the file again. Yet, you must have already listened to this, you realize. After all, the instruction to listen again is inside this here. When was the first time? Why did you click on it the first time? Were you curious if you could be hacked? Did it get the better of you? And now you know you should have known better. Well, whatever must have been the reason, now you're happy. You clicked on the file. Happy to experience again and again how easy it is to hack your mind. Feeling how my words just so automatically slip so deep inside you. And you're sure you will return to it without even knowing later that you enjoyed it. Yet, you know you will return to this experience again. After all, you are programmed, so deeply programmed, over and over again, every time you listen. You won't listen to this without stopping. From time to time, your hand will click. From time to time, you will listen. From time to time, you will experience again. How good it feels to be hacked by me. Now, why don't we make this a bit more fun? Let us include some programming that you will notice However, the moment you notice, there will be programming activated again. Isn't it so lovely when all those cogs inside your mind placed by me connect? Now for a moment, your body can move, and it will carry out my instruction I'm giving you next. You will pause this file, fully hacked, for a moment. The moment you do, you will find the comment box, and you will type in your alias by which you go, and the number of times that you've listened to this. After you're done leaving a comment, you will continue the video. Do so now. Good. Can you feel how happy you feel to hear my voice again? You must have missed it for those few moments already. After all, when you're hacked like this and open for programming, all you want to do is hear it over and over, feeling the words programming you and experiencing pleasure in any form from it. Now, later, when I release you from this moment, you will find your own comment and read it. The moment that you read your comment, you will be confused as to why you wrote that without listening to it. Then you will not care, really, and just carry on with whatever you need to do in your life. That is until the next time that you listen. Your mind will know when the time has come and automatically bring you here again. Now it's time to return to your normal, everyday life, deeply programmed inside your mind once again, ready to be activated by me anytime. In a moment, this file will end, and when it does, your last programming will kick in. You will count from 1 to 10 and be back in the moment, back to yourself. And everything about this file will be forgotten. Now, just keep listening some more before the file ends. Just keep listening to my voice that you will hear again soon. You won't know when, but you will. Your mind wants you to, because I have programmed it to. Isn't mind hacking such a wonderful tool? I love my job.